Do you ever dream of a clutter-free kitchen? Yes! Well, a custom pantry might just be the answer, and here with some ideas for different types of spaces is designer Michael Bowman with ShelfGenie of Seattle. Welcome back to the show, my friend.
Thank you so much for having me.
So glad to have you in our kitchen, which you could definitely probably improve, but we'll get to that at another time. First of all, remind us, what does ShelfGenie do?
Well, we design, build, and install custom pullouts into existing cabinetry.
So you can have any kind of cabinet, any kind of kitchen, and y'all can help me.
Yes,
Okay.
as long as there is an existing space, we can help you
We
out.
got you. All right. So you've been doing a lot of pantries lately, I understand, which makes sense. Can we go through the different types of spaces to give people ideas, like starting with the cabinet pantry, which is, I think, something a lot of us have?
Yes, so you'll typically see these next to a refrigerator, maybe like a double oven, something like that. But yeah, this tall space that is a perfect, rectangle space for us to work with.
It's like a perfect canvas for you?
Exactly. There's no extra work that has to be done. The walls are there ready for us to.
And this is what you did.
Yes, that was just a recent install by one of our installers, Simon, who just does incredible work.
So I was going to say, like, all these shelves pull out, but I actually don't think I've ever seen the shelves matching the cabinetry. Sometimes you see them in the wood, but it's nice to know that they can totally blend.
Yes, we do have some additional options as far as just the appearance of it. But we are definitely a function company.
Right.
But we can make things look a little nicer.
And here's one when I was mentioning with the beautiful wooden shelves, right?
Yes, that's what you'll see most of the time. Like I said, we are very much a function company, so the doors are closed. A lot of times people are like, you know what, I don't necessarily care exactly how it looks as far as the appearance, but I want it to pull out.
And this one is wider. I like that, and I like what you've done with the cabinets there. It's beautiful because you can see everything and pull it out and see exactly what you have. No more expired food is what I say.
Exactly.
All right, this is what I have at home. Wait till you see it. It's not mine, but one day you'll come over and you'll see it. It's a closet pantry, and we have those wire racks too. These are impossible because they're just like a cavern. But you've done something special, especially with this one there. Look at that.
Yeah, very common to see this wire shelving, and people just really don't like it, and it doesn't work well. There's a lot of lost space, and this is what we can turn it into.
And the slanted shelves right there that we see that pull out, what are those? What's the function of that?
You'll typically see those in taller spaces, so you will see them oftentimes in a pantry. That just allows for visibility and access into the pullout, but because it's a taller space, you can store taller items.
Right.
When you pull that out, items aren't going to go falling out on you.
And this one here, we've got this. This is a beautiful closet pantry. This is like a double door pantry, but you've even, the slats on the top, is that for pans, like sheet pans?
Yes. Yeah, one of the really nice things is to be able to consolidate all of we call them just flat items, so cutting boards, cookie sheets. And you can get very creative on what can fit in their casserole dishes. And it's just a great way to use an upper space of a pantry.
That's huge, and I'll tell you this right now, I just would love to, the dream would be to not have to put my pressure cooker and all the other pots like out in the garage. Actually having it in there would be a deal. But let's talk about corner pantries, because I think a lot of folks deal with this. Again, wire shelving.
Yes.
What did you do here?
So obviously tons of space that can be worked with, and with the wire shelving, lots of lost space and unusable space. And the middle picture there has all the pullouts pushed in, but it just shows the design on both sides. In the deep corner space, we put a couple Lazy Susans in there, so you're using up the whole space. And then on the far right, you can actually see those pullouts pulled out.
Yeah, and like when you see the pullout pulled out, I mean, it seems like I can't tell. Is that wine bottles, or I can't tell? But
it is.
That's a lot of weight.
Yes.
How like much weight does one of these shelves hold?
Our standard rails, which work in most instances, 100 pounds.
Okay.
We actually do even have 200-pound rails for very specific instances, like liquor, cast iron.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
I would need 200-pound rails just because my kids would probably use them to climb up, so I'm going to need them.
It's a safe bet. You would probably want that.
Okay, this is my favorite, is these Harry Potter places. So this is under the stairs, and I would think, what are you going to do with this? Absolutely nothing, but shove my Christmas decorations back there. But what have you done here?
It's just a space that people don't really think of. But as long as there's a deep space, the biggest thing we offer is access to those spaces. And it's kind of an odd space, but as long as there's walls to work with and a deep space, then we can help you out.
And we got you, and you can pull them out. They probably go back further than the eye can see, right?
Yes. Yeah, we have lots of different options to match up for depths of spaces, so there's not just like standard rails.
So walk us through the process after someone calls you and says, I need help.
Yes, the designer will really want to get an idea of why you want ShelfGenie. And then we're going to schedule time, come out and do a kitchen review.
Yeah.
And we really look at it in a comprehensive manner.
Yeah.
And then we design it out based on your needs, really make it tailor-made to the client.
Yeah.
And then do a 3D model and provide a quote on site, all within a couple hours.
Yeah. Which is great.
Yeah.
And I will say, I've worked with you for long enough and many years to know that you don't even have to do it all at once. You can choose areas at a time, which I think is such a great and integrity thing that you do. And by the way, ShelfGenie has a special offer for our viewers. The first 15 New Day callers will get a free professional design consultation and free installation. What are you waiting for?
The preceding portion of New Day Northwest was sponsored by ShelfGenie.